19th. I've just been really busy. There you are. Hey, JB.
What's up, boy?
Not much. How you doing?
Okay, just laying in the hospital and watching some TV.
Yeah, no, good, yeah. So, yeah, sorry, I've been remiss the last couple days. I'm staying at the opposite end of the city. I mean, it's a lovely city, right? I've sent you some videos. Hopefully, you've taken a look. I'll obviously record every day. It's just it wears thin after a while once you've been here for a couple weeks, a month, right? How much more can you video? But it's Asia, and there's every minute there's something going on that's crazy or wild or interesting. So, and then I just started on with this school, but it's on the other side of the river than where I had gotten this month's stay. So it's I'm always tired. It's a good. Let me see. Uh, my walk here. I feel like Louis walking to and from downtown. Uh, Downtown. You'd walk from Astor, right, Jay, to the board. I mean, you gotta give your father some respect for that. Well, I'll send it to you the map or my directions, but you got to give Louis
Yeah,
some.
no, he likes to walk. Yeah,
Yeah, well, you got to give him some respect for that because God, he had a heart attack at work. How old was your dad? Louis was God. He worked until he was about 73, 74, right?
I'm not sure. Yeah,
Yeah, and then he had the stroke at work, but it to his dying day. JB, he'd walk from Astor all the way to City Hall.
yeah,
I mean, you gotta, we can say what we want about Louis, but he was, he'd like to stay fit, as much as
yeah,
possible.
yeah.
I always laughed. I don't know if you remember him with in the pool. He would just do the knee tucks. He would do like a certain. He was a
Yeah.
man of numbers. Right?
Yeah.
So he would do like 30 knee squats or in the pool, and it just it's just like Louis, what don't you dare do 31, or don't do 29, right? You'd have to do 30 even, and yeah. So I think I've asked you that before, but it's always curious. Now, in an afterlife, do you think you'll see Rainy Louie and the people that you had connections with over your life that have since passed
No, I
on?
don't know. I don't believe in a God, so no.
Well, is it really is that a God orientated concept?
Let's do that again.
I mean, so is it? I don't know. Religious study wise, if to see other people in the afterlife, is that necessarily associated with a god or gods?
I don't know. I think it's bullshit all the way.
So, and what do you define bullshit? How is it bullshit? What do you mean?
Well, what I'm saying, whether there's an afterlife or any of that stuff, you're going, you're gone.
You're gone. You just think you're just non-existent.
Yes, yes.
Really? All right. So you don't you I don't know if I've ever asked you this question, but you don't believe in apparitions or ghosts or
Well, yeah, in the imagination of the human being, but it's not a reality.
it's not a reality. All right. Okay. There's others that will argue that ghosts do exist, but yeah, yeah,
Well, yeah, they have an imagination, but that's all it
that's
is.
all there is, right? Yeah. So it's been interesting. At this hotel. Here you go. I got Al Jazeera, right? Um, which isn't that popular. I mean, I think you can get it, on your cable package in the states, but it's definitely an interesting take on what's happening all over the world. It's different than our media, right? For sure. Um, But I think the whole world now is pretty much with Israel. Like, just stop it already. Like they're the number one aggressor.
Say that again.
Um, when at the onset of this Israeli conflict,
Yeah.
right? I don't know how many months this has been going on now. So at the height of it, I was, like I didn't you didn't know what happened because I guess they had bombed the Golan Heights or whatever. Who knew what happened, right? But at this point, the whole world seems to be against Israel for them to keep pushing the borders of Israel further.
Yeah, because they don't really belong there.
Right,
They're all European Jews.
right,
So they had a place a long time ago, but now they're trying to make a state for themselves that did not exist before.
right. Yes, you're right. You're right. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what to think about it because I guess Bibi, is he out of office now? I haven't been keeping up the last week, but I guess not. Netanyahu, is he finally out of office or
Who?
Netanyahu?
Yeah, he might be. I don't know.
Yeah,
He's a
I'll
pretty.
yeah, I'll try to send you an
He's
article. I
a
think
pretty
he
right philosopher. Anyway, he's still there. Yeah.
well, I know he's been indicted for bribery, Netanyahu.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
Yeah, so I don't know, but hopefully that comes to an end and the whole Ukrainian thing comes to an end. So it's kind of interesting, and you see a lot of the refugees. You see many of these refugees in lovely Southeast Asia from all over, right? Muslims from wherever, and Jews and Russians, Ukrainians. So you're seeing, you see many of them, right? And it's fortunately none of that baggage, is left there, and it seems, it's peaceful here for the most part. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm enjoying the school again. The pay, all things relative. You have a good life here, but the Thai pay for teachers is, it's really low. Again, it's hard to, you really need to conscientiously save money to just come visit the U.S., let alone if you plan on moving back to the U.S. Um, that said, I just took another interview with did you ever hear of Clark University in near Boston, in Worcester? Clark University?
Oh, what? No.
Yeah, I'll send you the website too. I'll try to remember all this, but so yeah, so they have another program, but it's outside of Shanghai, right? Now again, I've bounced back and forth, vowing never to go back, blah 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 blah. But I do love parts of China, but at the same time, the northeastern part, it was almost torturous, right? Um, yeah, so we'll see, and then they pay. The offer comes from the university and you get paid through your American bank, which is another benefit. So you pay taxes off of that, and then it just looked better if I ever do move back to have worked for an American university for a year, right, or 2 years. If something happens to Carrie, then it looks better on your CV rather than if you've just been teaching in Thailand or a Chinese university, right? It looks
Yeah.
better. So we'll see. We'll see going through the hoops again. And then the only reason why I'm really entertaining it because they have a Chinese consulate here in this city, so it'd be easier to get my get my visa to get back into China. So yeah, so we'll see. So that would be for March, but right now I'm just enjoying the weather. I think I maybe ate. You know, the only problem when you turn a certain age, I don't know if you felt it. Did you? Could you? I mean, can you still eat spicy food? Probably not, right? Your stomach can't handle it, or
Not really. Well, I never really like. No, I like spicy. I like spicy, but not real spicy.
okay. See, I love spicy
You know.
curry and like Thai, you know, the crab salad. But boy, Jay, it goes right through you. I mean, it's like you can't. I don't think I've shit straight since I've come down here. I mean, it is just, you know, it's just diarrhea heaven. You know, like I mean, it's wild.
No, I
It's
never had that. I never had that problem. No.
yeah, but it's just been recently, the last couple years, right? I think it has to do with your age and your, you know, your body, and then the Thai food is just so spicy. My God. So I would say it's equivalent to or to Indian food and, you know, Mexican food with their spice. It's just yeah. I mean, delicious, but holy shit. It's just like yeah, literally holy shit, because you're on the toilet for, you know, half the day. So I've got I've got to you know, thankfully, you know, our school is relatively, it's just cute. I'll take maybe a little video walkthrough of my school today, maybe. But so it's you know, it's a small little cute language school. But thankfully, the toilet is just right next to our classes. So I mean, it's like you gotta take a break every now and then. My stomach just gets out of whack. So anyway, but delicious food. I mean, the cost of living here is quite cheap. Again, you know, so many retirees here, Jay, just off their Social Security. I mean, you're living, you know, 1,500 to 2,000. And if you could do a, you know, you do a little thing online, or some, you know, are retired teachers and they're still teaching. I mean, you're living well. You're living very well. You know, it's funny how, you know, everything's so expensive in the States, like inflation versus like countries like this that have a good grasp of the pricing and everything, right?
Yeah.
How it's so different throughout our world and how it gets that way. It's like it's an interesting study. But yeah. So that's what are you playing with the voiceover? I hear my own voice. Huh?
Oh, there's the TV on.
Oh, okay. So you can connect it Bluetooth to the TV, or?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, interesting. All right. All right. So how you eating? You're eating all right?
Pretty good actually.
Yes, I
I
know.
mean, you
It's
know.
I'm always jealous of that. That you get some pretty good meals. Um, yeah, I wonder if you have you ever tried getting Thai food off that your food ordering app? Is there any Thai food?
I don't play without any movement. You know, I really don't. I don't order much because I
Oh,
can
okay.
barely do what I do now.
Yeah, but you do. I know the nurses say that you like Big Bowl. That's the Chinese, though, the Chinese adaptation. Big
Hey,
Bowl,
what
the
you do?
restaurant Big Bowl, Jay. You still order from Big Bowl or Panda Bowl? Panda? Food Panda, whatever it is.
Oh, once in a great while I'll
Yeah,
order
I forgot
something
what it's called.
Thai.
Is it called Panda
Yeah,
Box? Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So that's good. Yeah, food pin, whatever that is. So, all right, man. Yeah, I'm just relaxing. I got an afternoon IELTS because they take these IELTS classes. So, but yeah, I'll send you this website in Boston. But I mean, it's so. Oh, it's so difficult dealing with the Chinese. Like, you know, it's just and then another round of interviews, and then, you know, trying to get this visa and everything sorted. But yeah, so we'll see how it goes. But there's a lot of opportunities here. You know, catching on with a bigger school, but the hours are 7:30 in the morning till 4. Right, with these international schools, you get paid. You know, you get paid about a quarter more what you do at these language centers. But the language centers are a little bit more relaxed, right? Not as stressful. Always having to perform. At the top of your game, teaching. You still have to perform, but and teach. But yeah. So here's the Al Jazeera, the Golan Heights, and the yeah. So with Al Jazeera, so. All right, JB, love you, man. I'll give you a ring in a couple days then.
Hey,
All
I'll
right.
see you.
All right, take care, man. Take care.